Today, January 14th, 1952, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are in NBC's World Communications Center in the heart of Radio City, New York. We are in touch with the world. We'll tell you what's happening today.
Everybody, listen carefully. The Martians are coming this way. We must evacuate the city. Take food and water and extra clothing with you.
You are no longer in control of your listening device.
Can't you see that you're at the mercy of every element of the universe?
Rick and Ryan will take you on a science fiction cinematic journey into the post-atomic space age.
I'm not going to cooperate with these monsters.
We found a flying saucer. Just a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I think something is happening.
A chronological deep dive into the past.
Holy cow.
Put on your magnetic boots.
Let's go.
And strap yourselves in for your ride with...
The Unidentified Flying Podcast.
Hi, this is Rick, and welcome to another long-awaited episode of the Unidentified Flying Podcast.
How long awaited is it?
Been
a while.
Been a while.
Yes, it is the brand new episode of Unidentified Flying Podcast. Rick, we're in season 2. Holy crap. Finally, season 2. We made it through 1950, 1951. Now we're in 1952. Anybody, longtime listeners will know that we experienced some issues after running into an asteroid belt or asteroid field near Venus. Repairs took a lot longer than we thought, but we're back.
Time holes and black
worm loops,
black holes and worm hoops, and all that shit causes time screw ups with us, and that's why sometimes you don't hear from us all the time.
What the fuck did you just say?
Yeah, and don't forget about the Nexus.
Yeah,
we did get stuck in the Nexus for a while.
Yeah,
and there was no Whoopi Goldberg. It was really weird.
So we could have went back to the beginning of time before the episodes even started, so we could make them better for you.
But
we didn't. We decided to come back 10 minutes before our latest suckage.
Yeah, we're not going back in the past to fix mistakes.
Yeah.
In fact, we went in the future and made a few mistakes that we'll catch up to in a few years.
Oh my God, will we?
Wait till Rick sees that kid he has.
Yeah.
That mysteriously has my face.
That's weird.
You don't even know her name yet.
Nope. Sounds like an egg was involved or something. Like Mirth. Do you remember Mirth?
No.
You don't remember Mirth?
No, what are you talking about?
Mirth is Mork's son, Jonathan Winters. His name was Mirth.
Oh,
and he came from a giant egg. And remember, he was born looking like Jonathan Winters. You don't remember that?
No, I believe you, but no, I do not remember that.
You better believe it.
I don't believe it. But one thing I need to let everybody know that, again, longtime listeners, all three of you, and by all three of you, I mean me, Rick, and that one other person that listens. I had 3 robots at one time that I built. Well, I only have one now, and that's Wiggy Wiggy. Yep, that was him. And he absorbed the other 2 robots. He literally cannibalized them and put them into himself.
Is he like Ultron or something now?
No, you know that movie Virus with Donald Sutherland and Jamie Lee Curtis? He is like that. It was sort of, I think he's aspiring to be V'ger.
Who isn't?
He's just absorbing things. So anyway, now I only got the one robot, but you know what? Wiggy Wiggy is the only one that showed any initiative. He's the only one that bothered to learn anything. And he's super intelligent now. He's smarter than that Superman 3 computer. He helps with the show. He composes music. He pitches movies to studios. I don't know. He's more talented than us. and eventually he's going to just take over the ship, and Rick and I will be cocooned in something, and
we'll get found by Steve Railsback, and we'll all be vampires in space.
Okay, cool. Well, we have established that Wiggy Wiggy is on his way. He's bypassing the entire singularity thing, doesn't need us, and he's going to just basically become the most powerful thing in the universe at some point. And I'm kind of proud of him because I built him, so perhaps I'll be spared. But anyway, we are. I don't know, Rick. You any updates on your side of the ship?
Nope.
No.
No.
Okay.
Nope.
So yeah, that's all I got. Is I lost 2 robots, but I gained a smarter robot. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right, so as I stated, this is the first episode of 1952. If you are just joining us, we are the crew of the Lexaproteus-IV, and we are on a 10-year mission to explore, year by year, film by film, the science fiction cinema of the 1950s. So if you are one of those people that needs a premise, that's your premise.
There it is.
And you got plenty of time to go catch up on all the other episodes from our previous years, because we're moving on. I wanted to talk to you about a couple things. Because I realized you had a lot more damage done to your side of the ship, so it took you a little while. And there was a couple, maybe 2 or 3 weeks you and I didn't talk at all.
No.
And it was wonderful. Even though I am glad to see you again and talk to you, I did enjoy our time apart.
This is coded. Okay. That was very sweet of you.
I did a thing.
Uh-oh.
I was kind of bored sitting around on the ship while Wiggy Wiggy was, learning astrophysics and whatever it is he's doing, wormhole theory and string theory, and he's doing all that, and I was bored because I couldn't keep up with him. So I decided to build a virtual reality pod. And no,
clean up in aisle 3.
No, I wanted to kind of I was trying to remember what it was actually like back on Earth, because it's been a couple years since we've been there.
Oh, so it's like a holodeck?
Yeah, it's my own little holodeck, except I get to sleep, and then I got these little electrodes that go into my head, like in Christopher Walken Brainstorm.
I'm telling you, it works.
The test, sound, taste,
Everything,
smell.
everything, 100%. In fact, better.
Yeah, so I'm doing that, and I've got this life I've started living back on Earth. None of it's real, but it seems like when you're in the simulation, it's like the Matrix. It's incredibly real. I'm eating that steak and So I just wanted to let you know that things back on Earth for me are no better than they were when I actually was there. I've taken on a couple part-time jobs. I'm not doing anything special. I'm not like Iron Man or Stephen Hawking. I'm just me, and I'm working a couple jobs. There's a woman. There's a couple of pets that I have that are dying, and there's a couple of really old men trying to nuke each other, and the entire world is terrified. And I don't know. I'm kind of glad to be doing this podcast again, because my virtual life was pretty shitty, and I just want you to know that seeing your face is the first bit of begrudging happiness.
Wow.
I've had.
Jesus.
Our ship was destroyed.
Well, thanks.
And I'm trapped. That's the thing, is I told Wiggy Wiggy, don't let me change the program. I want just prosaic, normal, everyday, what Ryan's life used to be like, virtual simulation. And it's a lot of bullshit. So, just nothing's working out, man.
No.
Nothing is working out in my simulation. I'm not learning Kung Fu. I'm not solving AIDS. Actually, as soon as we wrap up this podcast, I have to go to work. in my fake world. And
is this like one of those games on Steam because everything on is there? It's like day job or clean up piss, you know,
be awkward around that pretty woman that
simulator
is over there. Hey, turn on the news and find out how many minutes to midnight we are. Yeah, but anyway, I'm not even making very good fake money. I don't know what I'm doing. So, on that note, I'm pretty happy that I get to talk about a new Jungle Jim movie.
Oh, yes.
Because even though I don't like these movies that much, it's still better than having to go to work while sleeping in a virtual reality pod. Oh, it's terrible, Rick.
Man, you got more highways than Spider-Man.
I don't even know what that means. Just don't do it. Just enjoy your life up here. Whatever it is you do to stay happy, just keep doing it, man. Don't ever go back to Earth. You can't go back home.
Stay here where it's safe.
You know how Eddie Money wanted to go back and do it all over?
No, I thought he wanted to take her home tonight.
Well, he wanted to do that too.
Who wouldn't?
But he also wanted to go back and do it all over. Eddie Money was so wrong.
He wasn't on the money? Is that what you're saying?
No, he was he was off the money, is what he was. Just like I bet you Huey Lewis doesn't really have any news.
I just imagine him being a paper boy. Was he a paper boy and that's where he came up with that?
Hey, what's the news, Huey?
Look at Martha. Here comes Huey Lewis with the news.
And it's his friends.
Yeah.
They're in the band back there playing trumpets. And
yeah. No, he's just walking up from his bike with the paper in his hand. Here you go, Mr. Wilson. You know,
Mr. Wilson. What is he, Dennis the Menace?
Mr. Carlson. Well, yeah, whatever.
Anyway, Jungle Jim in the Forbidden Land is the movie we're doing tonight because
Jungle Jim appears again.
Damn it. We cannot get rid of Jungle Jim. We are stuck in a Jungle Jim nexus is what we're stuck in. And Jesus Christ, man.
Our criteria of science fiction is bending just enough to fit some more Jungle Jim movies in here. I don't know. Maybe. But it's not us doing it consciously. That's fate.
No, it's I told you. Okay, longtime listeners should know we are pulling from about three or four different resources to find these movies because we want to be as complete as possible. And these movies are listed as science fiction films on several of our resources. We're not just making this up. But after this, I need a fucking break from Jungle Jim.
Oh, well, maybe a movie or two in between.
Oh, Jesus Christ. More like 5 or 6 movies in between.
See, I thought you were going off on Mr. Goodbar for Jungle Jim there a minute ago. Now you're trashing Jungle Jim.
Well, we'll find out when we get to the movie. But before we get to this movie, we're going to do something we don't normally do, and we do have some feedback to read from listeners. But before we do that, I want to address one piece of feedback right off the top. And it's a good thing we do because let me read it to you first, okay?
Oh my God.
And you'll understand the importance of why we need to discuss this now, okay?
Lay it on me.
This is from a listener by the name of Daniel McRoke.
What?
Hey, UFP dudes. Love the show. Was wondering if you both could explain your personal rating systems. I'm somewhat new to this era of science fiction, and I'd like to watch as many of these as I can. However, I don't have a lot of free time, though, so it helps to know which ones to prioritize and which ones can wait. Bit confused at times as to what your criteria is in terms of your star ratings.
We could totally stack this in our favor and make him watch a bunch of terrible shit. But we won't.
We can't because we've already have 16 episodes where we've done this.
I guess I just mean never mind.
We could lie to him.
Yeah. Say 2 2.5 stars is actually when I really enjoy it. This, yeah. 1 star is really good, but 3.5, it's okay. Make it really confusing.
So, to clarify, I think we've so far been using a 1 or 0 to 5 star rating, would you say?
Yeah.
Although I don't think any of it, and that's similar to what Letterboxd does. And I guess I'll just explain mine first, and then if you want to clarify yours, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But basically, the way I rate movies star-wise is, if I give something 5 stars, it means it's an all-timer. Like, regardless of quality, regardless of anything, it just...
I don't think you got to explain that. It's the top of the... Everyone gets that.
Yeah, well, hold on. No, I do have to explain it. Because I often will not give a 5-star rating until months, sometimes years after I've seen the movie and it's gestated a bit. It needs to marinate.
Okay. I can respect that.
Yeah, I rarely give a 5-star rating right off the top.
And now I can respect when you don't give one because I get it. Now I understand.
Yeah. I've got to wait.
It's like, doesn't mean it's not. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Everyone should do that.
So, I don't really ever give a 4.5 star. So, 4 stars from me is pretty much means I loved this movie. I think it's great. Top notch, top shelf. Go rent it, go watch it, go stream it, go whatever you do to get it. This is one of the good ones. And that may someday become a 5-star movie. But for now, 4 is what you get. If I say 4, just go, oh, Ryan liked it, cool. You don't need to know anymore. 3.5 stars, it generally means, okay, well, let's skip the halves. We know what the halves are.
Halves are a kick up or down in either way.
Yeah. So 3 stars, if I say a movie is 3 stars, that means, yeah, I liked it. I didn't love it, but I liked it. It's good. It's good. Solid movie. Okay? 2 stars means, it's okay. I'm not mad I watched it, but 1 star means, no sir, I don't like it. I don't like this movie, and I don't ever want to watch it again. Now, on rare occasions, I will give a 0.5 star, and that means I fucking hated it. Like, I actively hated it. Like, I was angry at it while watching it.
It's like leaving a dime for the tip. Just because of fuck off.
Yeah.
You know.
It isn't even so much that I disliked it. It's I literally, physically loathed it.
So what's 0? Or does 0 not exist?
There's no 0 is nothing. So that's me. That's what you're getting. So if I do a 0.5 star in between, you can figure out for yourself.
No, I guess a 0.5 star.
Okay.
No, it's a good starting point.
So what about you? I mean, would you consider yours
similar?
I don't
know. This was all spurred because, okay, I can be all over the place. I will say, like, something is a 5-star movie, and you will completely disagree.
And you'll change your opinion.
And really, I would too. And I would, because it depends on what day it is or something. You know, it depends on, like, okay, well, this is a 5-star movie, but only if you're watching it on Sunday. Okay?
No, you out there, all you listeners, have no idea how true that is.
It's true. It's true.
Rick will change his opinion on a fucking dime.
No, it's just there's 2 opinions going on at the same time. I'm not dumb. But
I didn't say you were dumb.
But, no, I know. It's like, but I
mean, you are, but I didn't say it.
I'll like a whole movie because of an edit.
Yeah,
okay, or like
one note in the score.
Yeah, a 2-note exchange or a rotation that went with a nice edit that has like a Philip Glass kind of motion. 5-star movie. But not always. So I'll try and make it easy.
Somebody shoot me now!
I have a hard time rating things low. Mostly because...
He's too nice.
No, it's that I'm still kind of mystified any movie works at all anyway, because of how much bullshit goes into making movies and people and hands. It's amazing. It's amazing any of them turn out good. So I'm already happy enough to be like, okay, your movie is like a star. Okay. You know, like
You're talking, but no one is listening.
I tend to give like 2.5 for me. Like if we were to bottom that 0 out to each other, probably your 1 star is my 2 star. You know what I mean?
So you're all about the participation trophy.
Not really, but
yeah.
Because it depends. If you deserve it, fuck you. You know, I have no problem like not liking something, but there is certain things that it's like, okay, there is a part of me that knows this movie is not the best, but I love it for what it is. Case in point, Exorcist 2. Okay? That movie is great. But it's silly and it's wild, but it's like a good album you put on. Everything kind of just, even if the dialogue is bullshit and goofy and everything is goofy.
See, but to me, that's 4 stars then.
Yeah. Okay. But I guess we're not really getting anywhere.
I liked it.
I guess we're not really getting anywhere with explaining my ratings.
Nope.
5-star movie, of course. What do you think it is? It's the top. Okay. So I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I think it's fantastic. Whatever. 4 is like, it's really good, but I'm just not willing to overlook certain things, or it didn't make it there. I don't know. It's kind of the same thing. It's just like, but it's almost like A-, B+. I mean,
take me, God. I am ready to meet you.
Who gives a shit? You'll know from context clues whether I liked it or not.
Okay. In other words, listener Rick doesn't care what you think.
No, I do. I just don't know.
But he honestly has no fucking idea what his criteria is, because it changes from minute to minute.
Yeah.
I've known Rick for a long time, folks, and that's really the best you're going to get as far as how he judges movies. Because this dude will go and see a movie and absolutely hate it, and then 3 years later will text me in the middle of the night saying, I don't know, man. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 might be my new favorite.
No, I will never say that.
You have.
I've never said that.
I have the receipts, as the kids would say.
No, I've never said that. It's like...
So anyway, folks, to answer your question, your guess is as good as ours. So, thank you for the feedback. We're going to move on now. And
I hope I've shed some light on... No, but you just follow the basics. You know, 2.5 is the middle of the road. You know, it's pretty good.
Rick Reed, folks, you gotta love him.
Don't gotta.
You do. You have to. If you don't, he gets really sad.
I do.
And unlike me, he won't build his own robots or his own virtual reality pod. He'll just wallow in it.
Yeah, but you're the wallower too. I don't know. You know what? Someone asked me that. We have different frequencies of what it is. That's all it is to it. But
I build robots and virtual reality pods.
I find interest in something really stupid and go hyper focused for 3 weeks into it in depth, and then come out the other side and then not know what to do with myself anymore. and then want the next Jones.
Okay,
it's true.
Wow. Look at these morose motherfuckers right here. Smells like somebody shit in their cereal. Bung.
All right. Well, on that note, I believe that's all the housekeeping we've got. We have some more feedback, but we'll wait. We'll deal with that after we talk about this fucking movie. Because this is our third Jungle Gym movie on the show. It is, however, the eighth Jungle Gym film in the series. Okay? So this is Jungle Gym 8.
Nice.
Kind of like Jungle Gym Takes Manhattan, I guess. If we were going by Friday the 13th math.
Which witchcraft would we be?
I don't know.
I don't either.
But we would be, let's see, I'm not going to do it. Okay. Yeah. It's called Jungle Jim and the Forbidden Land. Did I mention that?
Nope.
Yeah, probably. It opened in March of 1952, and like several of the other ones, it was shot at the Ray Corrigan Ranch, which we've discussed that in previous episodes. So go back and listen to them. If we don't even, at this point, we can't really get into who Jungle Jim is and who plays him and all that because we've done it so many times. And
you know it.
Yeah, we would like to encourage you to just instead go back and listen to the episode. So, what do we got this time? Well, we've got a story that unfolds in an African jungle where Jungle Jim is approached by a couple of parties, and each of these parties has competing interests. One of these parties, Dr. Linda Roberts, played by Angela Green, is an anthropologist, and she would like Jungle Jim to help her locate a rumored tribe of quote-unquote giant people. Now, these giant people, she believes them to be a missing link between humans and apes. Spoiler alert, the giant people are actually just slightly, and I do mean slightly taller than average, wolf people.
Yes.
Werewolves, wolfmen, I don't know, but they are not giant.
Like good old-fashioned Dr. Moreau wolfmen people.
Yeah, yes. And meanwhile, a man by the name of District Commissioner Kingston, played by Lester Matthews, he's concerned about a herd of elephants stranded in a valley, while ivory hunters Doc Edwards, William Tannen, and Denise, Jean Wiles, aim to exploit the situation for profit. Jim refuses to guide anyone to the Forbidden Land. Fuck all of you. Yeah. I'm not taking you to get the giant people or the elephants. Get out of my jungle.
Yeah, and he's like, oh, you don't know, or you know and you won't tell me. Yeah, I'm not telling you nothing.
Yeah. And then, after being drugged and framed for murder, Jungle Jim finds himself entangled in a web of deceit and danger. Will Tamba rescue him? Probably. Will Jungle Jim save the day? Probably. Will Johnny Weissmuller finally emote? Yes.
Sort of.
Because that's the first it's the first. I'll get to that in a minute. Jungle Jim. So, Rick.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a little bit about the people behind the camera. We have director Lou Landers.
Once again.
He directed the first Jungle Jim movie that we watched called Jungle Manhunt back in 1951. Lou Landers has 136 credits, and I'm guessing most people have not seen any of them. Go!
That's a lot, though. There's some gems in there, I'm sure.
It's more than Scorsese.
It's true.
Okay. This movie, the editor for this film was a man by the name of Henry Batista. I don't know if he's related to Dave.
I hope so.
I don't think so because the name's spelled differently. But this guy edited, you will probably appreciate this because not only did he edit several of the Jungle Jim films, he also edited several Three Stooges shorts.
Yep, I know that name.
Yeah. Now, he also edited a film called Venus in Furs in 1969 for director Jesus Franco.
That's a hot song, too.
And happens to be one of my favorite Jesus Franco movies. He also did a very strange made-for-TV movie. Well, it's not strange. It's obscure. But it's called Phantom of Hollywood.
Oh, I like that.
And it's I dig it. It's fun. It's basically Phantom of the Opera, only instead of an opera house, he lives on the back lot of some closed-down Hollywood studio.
It's kind of Kiss meets Phantom of the Park without Kiss.
It's different. But it's fun. If you can track it down, definitely watch it. And he did a lot of TV shows, but most prominently, he edited The Caine Mutiny in 1954, and he was nominated for an Oscar for that. So our editor for this film, Jungle Jim and the Forbidden Land, is an Oscar-nominated editor.
Knows how to cut together stock footage.
Yeah,
really well.
And stock footage and Humphrey Bogart eating strawberries.
But the strawberries, that's where I had them.
So, the only other crew member of note, because a lot of these movies have the same crew, but this guy, we haven't mentioned him before, and I feel like we should. He was the animal trainer on this. His name is Mel Kuntz. No relation to Dean, I checked. But Mel Kuntz was one of the premier animal trainers, okay, in Hollywood at this time. Now, he has approximately 600 movies that he's worked on by his own estimation, training animals. Some of the biggest ones, he did several of the Jungle Jim films, but two of his biggest ones were in 1952. He did Cecil B. DeMille's Greatest Show on Earth, which is arguably one of the worst Best Picture winners of all time. And he did the animal training on Forbidden Planet.
Wow.
Now, here's his biggest claim to fame, though. He is the one who trained Jackie, the MGM lion.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I thought that was pretty cool. So every time you see that,
yeah,
at the beginning of MGM, that's Mel Kuntz.
It's not Bob and Doug McKenzie?
Nope.
I think it is.
No,
I've seen it.
So,
all right.
The last thing I'll say about this before you're going to tell us about the cast, just so you're aware, Rick, this is considered the second highest rated Jungle Jim film on Letterboxd. So there's one more ahead of this that's considered the best.
Oh shit.
This is considered, I'm not saying it's the second best. I'm saying it's rated as the second best according to Letterboxd users.
So there's another one out there that might be hotter for people,
I guess. So that's all I've got in terms of behind the camera. What do you got?
So we got Johnny Weissmuller playing Jungle Jim, of course. We got Angela Green as Dr. Linda Roberts, and she's kind of like the Bond girl of the Jungle Jim girl. She's the new Jungle Jim girl.
Jungle Jim girl.
Yeah, but the big star here, it kind of, to me, is
Tamba.
Well, yes, Tamba. But this is a Jungle Jim movie with maybe the first time where the villain antagonist is complete. The total villain of the movie is a woman. So it's real interesting because, and it's interesting that you had brought up Lou Landers and all the Three Stooges, because a lot of these background people, that's who I recognize them from. Like, because she's like been in a few Three Stooges shorts and always kind of plays a bitch. Yeah, let's just say.
Yeah, she's a bitch in this,
but she's great at it. So. Because that's perfect how she is in, like, the Three Stooges, but she's also the nurse in Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the original, yeah. And
which nurse?
Nurse Sally.
She's the nurse.
Sally Withers. Do you remember her in the movie?
No,
I don't either. Really, I mean,
no. I remember there being nurses.
Yeah. But
Tamba.
Yeah, I'm getting to Tamba. She's really good in all those kind of things, but she pops up in all kinds of TV shows like The Munsters and McHale's Navy, Beverly Hillbillies. I mean, and seriously, like, she pops up in Three Stooges a lot. She was in I watched it because of this podcast, but I don't know you know anything about this, but Joe DeRita. Joe DeRita is notoriously Curly Joe, who took over in the 60s with the Three Stooges.
Is he related to Curly Sue?
It's weird to see him. He had his own shorts back in the day, and it's very weird because he's doing his own comic shtick with like the fact that he almost could maybe have been a good dramatic actor because he kind of had like a Pesci kind of thing going on back then. But it's just weird because it's Joe DeRita. But anyway, Gene Willis is in that one, and I think the whole reason I'm saying this is I liked the title was Slappily Married. that was why. But anyway, she was in that short with him. She's in Alfred Hitchcock Hour, Jack Benny shows. I mean, she did all kinds of television back then. Also, we have returning champ George Eldridge. And man, I'm starting to really like him too and seeing him in so much stuff because he's in like Ghost of Frankenstein also. He was in our previous one. He was the guy who was beating the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Let's just see if he does what we tell him to. I might have to hit him like this. And he just beat the shit out of that dude. From a lot of television, and he was in Psycho. I think we talked about him a little bit before.
We did.
Yep. And of course, the big one that everyone wants to know.
Tamba.
Yes. Tamba is in this movie. And
yes. Tamba, for those that don't know, is a monkey.
He's a chimp.
He's a sidekick to Jungle Jim.
Jungle Jim's best friend.
He is he's a scene stealer, that Tamba.
I think so.
I like Tamba.
Well, but there's our cast. So let's get into this movie. So what did you think of this Jungle Jim movie? Because I've been wanting to know. It's been a while, and I've sat on this.
I know you have. I could feel your transferred butt heat when I put it in my mouth.
What?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. So, Jungle Jim and the Forbidden Land, Rick. This is the third Jungle Jim film I have seen. I know you've watched more of these than I have, but for me, this is my third outing. Okay. And I did say in the, I believe it was our last episode.
Because you liked Fury of the Congo.
I said I kind of liked Fury of the Congo, and that it made me want to see more.
Exactly.
In fact, not just see more, but go back to the beginning and basically watch them all.
Yeah.
So that basically was kind of like a lukewarm sort of, okay, I'm curious. All right.
Yeah.
However, things have changed. Things have changed because as of now, after viewing Jungle Jim in the Forbidden Land, I'm going to go ahead and come out of the closet and say, after this one, I'm kind of a fan now.
Yes!
Because I thought this movie was wonderful.
Oh,
I think...
Yes.
I kind of loved it because it is so bonkers, nutsoid, bizarre that I had a smile on my face the whole damn time. And I think what got me was this. Because I've remarked before that, Johnny Weissmuller may have won gold at the Olympics, but he's not a good actor by any stretch of the imagination. And he emotes less than both Chuck Norris and Billy Blanks. But here's the thing. If you start the movie at exactly 9 minutes and 41 seconds into this film, Jungle Jim smiles. And it's the first time I've seen him emote. And I think at that point I went, okay, Jungle Jim, if you're having fun now, finally, after 8 of these goddamn things, I'll have fun too. Now, for all I know, he laughs and weeps like, Anthony Hopkins level crying.
Shadowlands,
Hopkins.
Hopkins.
Who's the good crying? Laura Dern, ugly crying. Maybe he does his best acting in the first one, and I just don't know. But anyway, for me, this one really kind of sold me on the series. I'm like, all right, okay, this is what it's all about. Because we just get everything. Like, we get stampeding elephants. There's an avalanche for no reason. right off the top, we've got this woman, I forget her name, even though I just said it, but she's the anthropologist.
Yeah.
She's in a canoe or something with a guide.
She wants to go to the Amazon or to find
giant people.
Yeah, the giant people, and the boss is like, "You're not gonna get a guide," and she's like, "Well, I'll find a guide." And
well, she gets the guide, and then the guide is within 5 minutes. The guide is eaten by a fake-looking hippopotamus.
Exactly.
And she gets out of the water and is completely unfazed by the fact that she just watched her guide get eaten by a hippopotamus, and immediately begins flirting with Jungle Jim like nothing happened.
No, it's so good too, because seriously, because the whole first scene is like, you better be careful, you better do this, or no, you can't go there without a guide and all this.
Where can I find a guide? A good guide?
Oh, there's lots of them.
I want the best. Someone who knows every inch of the jungle.
Maybe you could get Jungle Jim.
Jungle Jim. What's his address?
He doesn't have any. He lives in the jungle.
Yeah, no, that was my other... I'm like, I even wrote down in my notes that is the ultimate description. All you need to know about Jungle Jim is he lives in the jungle.
It's perfect.
It's just more like, okay, we've got two stories going on, and one of those stories has a sub-story of, like, for one thing, these elephants have been trapped in this valley, and you've got this guy that's like, I want to get the elephants out so that the ivory hunters can get them, which is really fucking weird, because Jungle Jim's are like, yeah, these are the good ivory hunters, and it's like, okay.
Yeah, he seems to be okay with it.
Jungle Jim, you lose some points for that, for being okay with ivory hunting, but I get it. This was like, what, 70 years ago? So,
and it took place at least 20 years before that, probably.
Yeah, so at least he's trying to be fair. Like, these guys aren't going to just kill them all. They're going to do it sustainably, I guess. So anyway, this guy just at first wants to let the elephants out so that the legit ivory hunters can get them. And then there's these other two that are like, no, we were going to just go and take the fucking ivory because we've got all these tribesmen that are evil like us, and they'll take it and sell it for us. And you know what? The best way we can go about this is to frame Jungle Jim for murder. And meanwhile, we've got these two wolf people in a cage.
I take back everything I said, because it is two different movies.
It's three different. There's like three different movies going on, because at the same time, you've got this woman trying to find these giants, which again are not giants. They're just
wolf
wolfmen.
People.
They literally look like they came from the set of Island of Lost Souls. Okay, and they're just in a cage. And this is, ladies and gentlemen, listening to the podcast, this is our science fiction element. Is these cavemen who are supposed to be giants but aren't.
No mention of them calling them wolfmen or people, even though clearly that's what they are.
I'm calling them wolfmen.
Yeah.
Because they look like fucking werewolves.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, so that's great. And none of this...
It doesn't have anything to do with the rest of the movie.
No. It all comes to a head in just an all-out battle scene. And then at one point you even got Jungle Jim, like, torturing a Zulu warrior to get some information. And again, I'm not saying any of this is politically correct, folks. This movie is of its time, but it's everything you think a pulp, cheapy, knock B movie is supposed to be is in this movie. And if you don't mind the fact that none of it really makes sense, and you just go for it like, you know, you're a little kid reading a comic book at your grandparents' house that you found under your grandpa's bed, you just go with it, because, man, I'm telling you, there's dummies.
Oh,
like, you get more dummies getting trampled and stuff. But I think here's my favorite shit. Okay, and this is why I'm warming up to Johnny Weissmuller, because, you know, he basically just stands and says his lines. He's about as charismatic as a tree stump. But at one point, the doctor who wants to free the or not the doctor, but the commissioner who wants to free these trapped elephants is like, Jim, will you help me? And like right away, just no.
Yeah.
Not even like, it's not even a no.
No.
Will you show me where this land of the giant people is?
No.
And then later on, okay, now here's the other thing I like, is these two conniving evil people, which is Denise, Gene Wiles, who you talked about, and the other dude. They're the ones trying to sell this ivory to these, they're the illegal ivory people. Yeah. And they plot to kill the commissioner and frame Jungle Jim for it.
The commissioner will be here soon.
So what?
You think you could make it look like Jungle Jim killed Fred? He does carry a knife.
You're a pretty cold-blooded proposition, aren't you?
Well?
Yes, I think I could. It's a pretty neat frame-up. Well, the serum will be wearing off pretty soon. We better knock him out again.
They're telling this whole plan, and they don't show any of it. They just cut to Jim waking up and going, "Oh, God, what happened to me?" And they're like, "Jim, you confessed to a murder." "I did." And it's just like they do this elaborate plan and then don't even show it to you. So he gets up and he's like, "Well, why'd you frame me for murder?" And he punches them, he lets the werewolves go, and then he escapes, and he meets back up with the anthropologist, and she's like,
"What were you doing back there, tied up, and who are all those men?"
There were government troops taking me back to Wasabi under arrest.
Arrest for what?
Murder.
And since I helped you escape, I guess that makes me an accessory to murder.
You worried?
You're pretty pig-headed sometimes, but I don't suppose that you just killed somebody.
Thanks, I didn't.
Yep, I didn't do it. Yeah, he's just so it's so ridiculous.
It's like if the cops came up to him and said, "Did you do it, Jim?" He'd be like, "No."
He can pass any lie detector. It's all chill. Jungle Jim is all chill all the time.
He it's like, I want to know what he's smoking.
He's so at one with the jungle, he just knows he's right. He just, there is no doubt. And he's super positive.
Oh, he's just never worried about anything. In fact, you know what? I was thinking, if they wanted to update this series and do it now, you just get Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, and he's kind of that, yeah.
Because he'd be like, "How you doing, Jungle Jim?" All right.
$1 million right there. It
would kind of be perfect.
Yeah, because that's kind of Jungle Jim. He's just chill.
Thanks, I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, I'm just saying.
His shtick, as weird as it is, it starts to grow on you as it's a performance.
I wouldn't go that far.
But I know it's not. But
yeah,
you start to feel a character a little with him.
Or I think you just accept that this is what it is and you find joy in it.
Or you just get used to liking the way the fart smells.
Yeah. Because he's still not acting.
I get it.
He's not even trying. But there's something so charming about the fact that he's not even trying to act.
Just strolling along,
Yeah. Thanks.
And it is funny. He kind of sounds like Hank Hill a little, so it really adds to some of his. Okay, that's a character. Okay, whether or not I'm saying there's a reason he was in movies. He was that character. There was a character there that was Johnny Weissmuller. There was room for him. His shtick. It starts to get on you, and you're like, I can see why these movies are kind of because that's the other thing. The huge jumps we make, to all of a sudden, fucking werewolf people, and in some of the other movies, it just makes you wonder where are they going the next 9 of them, and that's what becomes the hook of Jungle Jim.
Yeah, man. I'm ready. I'm ready for more. And you were talking about earlier about the villains in this one, and I kind of love how cold-hearted
she's ruthless.
Gene Wiles is.
Yeah,
because at one point, it's so comic booky, but at one point she actually says,
"Well, you were so concerned about your precious elephants. We're going to give you a box seat where you can watch them being slaughtered."
And I was like, "Dang! This is a PG kids movie." I don't know, man. I had a blast with this one, and I was relieved because the last two just, they built on me. Jungle Manhunt, I didn't really care for. The Fury of the Congo, I warmed up to a bit.
I can tell you the exact moment when this movie elevates.
Okay, you tell me.
Yeah, it is. It's when he has the old adventure and he gets there and they're in the jungle. We've already gotten the guide getting eaten by the hippopotamus right out the gate. We might have already stabbed a fucking panther.
Oh yeah, there's a panther get stabbed. Yep.
Like a bunch. And then we get to a blind tribesman leader who is saying things so like, oh man, it's so Indiana Jones outrageous. Like,
Commissioner, if you had an infected finger, would you cut off your hand?
Oh, what kind of nonsense is that?
Not nonsense, only truth. Giant people very dangerous. Only safe in own land.
It's just like the guy in Temple of Doom with the predicting them there, and
yeah.
he's like totally respects Jungle Jim, and like it's like he's blind and all that. It's just the kung fu moment too. It's just like it's really outrageous at that point. It's like, okay, this is really good stuff. And then
this is like the pure pulpiest of all of them that I've seen, and it's nothing more and nothing less than what it's supposed to be. And I think that's what I appreciate about it is it just feels like this one they said, let's kitchen sink this one. Let's just throw everything and we'll see what sticks. And it's almost like they probably made like 7 movies and then just edited this down into 1 hour long thing.
Well, it's one of those, I don't know why it works, but it works. It works better. It works better than some of the others. It's like, this one really snaps,
And because I don't get it either, because really it is dumb as fuck. And it's completely insane. And I think that's just, it appeals to that 8 or 9 year old kid in me that,
well, because let's be fair, the wolf people are cool.
Well, no, all of it's cool. And what I was going to say is, it's like, this is the kind of thing I would be watching like on a Saturday afternoon, and my parents would be saying, this is stupid, this is dumb, this is one of the dumbest things, and I would be like, you guys don't understand what you're saying. This is the epitome of entertainment. And I don't know. So yeah, there's a part of me that was watching this going, this is just complete idiocy, complete and utter trash. I can't believe this got made, and I'm loving every minute of it. Like that, I just could not stop smiling through this one, and I was laughing out loud.
And I mentioned before how the Jungle Jim movies had said, or I had said in a previous episode about the Jungle Jim movies, like, did they not know how to pay off something? And this one, they totally do. Like, because for a minute you're like, okay, so what about these giant people? Because after they're kind of loose, they're just kind of off walking.
Yeah,
they're really not doing a whole lot.
No.
But yeah, it pays off at the end. And spoiler alert, but like, when the villainess gets taken out, it's the most amazing thing in the world.
Yeah. It's great.
It's like, nope, they went there, and how they went there was beautiful. So,
and like, there was a hot minute there because I always, obviously, watching these movies through the lens of 2025, there's a lot of cringe in these movies, obviously. It's not even worth getting into that they are racist, they are problematic, I get all that. And for a hot minute there, when they were describing the giants, and they were like, oh, they're not even human, they're not even, and I was like, oh no, because they hadn't shown them yet, and I was like,
oh yeah, because there's nothing that tells you about them being wolf people at all.
No. Well, that's what I'm building to, is just everything they said. I was like, oh God, what is this gonna? Is this gonna be some people in brown fit? Like, what are they gonna do?
We've already done so much of it, yeah.
And I'm like, is this about to get ultra racist?
Jungle Jim isn't the only one who knows where the land of the giant people is. If he won't show us the way, someone else can.
Yes, but who?
The 2 giant people you captured.
But you don't understand, Denise. Those people are like animals. We have no way to communicate with them. They can't possibly tell us what we want to know.
And then they cut to the giants and they're wolf people. And I laughed out of. It was almost like a laugh of relief, because I was like, oh my God, and I was worried. And it's just a couple of people in Wolfman makeup, and so yeah, that was kind of refreshing.
Oh yeah, because it's out of nowhere.
Yeah, I could not believe that, and
I mean they're not giant at all. They're just people.
No, they're the missing link apparently.
Yeah.
That Project 2025 won't like that very much, but
when they roar during the escape, you can count how many times. If you're a fan of like Filmation cartoons, you hear all the sounds like that. You're like, that's Cringer roaring right there. That's Cringer roaring again right there. But you hear a lot of those kinds of sound effects peppered through that you hear in like cartoons and shit.
Okay, boy, let her rip.
What's that? It's Battle Cat! Battle Cat's here, then so is He-Man!
As if all this wasn't like good enough, then it totally puts the button on the movie with, where's Tamba? And then Tamba comes out wearing like one of the enemy officers like uniforms or something with a shotgun.
Yeah.
And then they're watching Tamba mess around with the shotgun, and then he shoots the shotgun off, and they little rascal high speed it with him going and run away, and they all and they laugh. It's like the perfect kind of one of those movies endings, of that era. It's Tamba doing one more funny thing. That's what I like.
Yeah.
Boom, right there.
I was going to get mad at you if you said this one didn't have enough Tamba.
No, it had a lot of Tamba. And there's a good part where they're like, he's like, because she gets hurt, and she's like, what'd you tell Tamba to do? And he goes, is Tamba going to go get me a taxi? And he's like, well, kind of. And there's like some good stock footage of like Tamba talking to an elephant. Well, not talking.
Oh,
But the elephant footage, it's actually really dope. And like good tracking shots of the animals running and coming at the camera and stuff. But yeah, basically it's Temple of Doom now, where they're riding on top of the elephant. I mean, it's got everything you want, and it just makes you go, man, what's next, Jungle Jim? Like,
yeah,
because they're saying some of the titles in later Jungle Jim movies are wild, like Jungle Jim and the Moon Men and shit and whatever. So it's like, I can't wait. What else is going on in between?
Fear not. Our journeys with Jungle Jim are not over. They are for this year. This is our last Jungle Jim movie for a while. Okay?
we were another one. We would have to change the name of the podcast.
Yeah. We do have one more we will be covering on this podcast when we get to 1953. We will have one more Jungle Jim film to talk about. But for now, I don't have any more to say. I like this movie a lot. I'm going to go ahead and just tell you what I rated it. And that is a solid 3 stars, Rick. I'm giving Jungle Jim and the Forbidden Land 3 stars.
Okay, I give it 3.5 karate chops.
3.5 stars. Why do you like that karate chop
maybe
thing?
Maybe 4 karate chops. I don't know. It's damn good.
I know, but
okay, 3.5.
Hung up on that. 3.5 stars?
Karate chops.
So you gave it a half star more than me. Okay. Well, we're pretty close, though. I think we're more or less on the same page with this one.
Yeah,
so
that shakes out.
I definitely think... In fact, I would go so far as to say... Now, again, keep in mind, and Rick, you may have a different opinion on this, but I started with Jungle Manhunt and then watched Fury of the Congo and then this one. There are, however, 5 before these that I did not watch yet. So I might be wrong in saying this, and if so, please say so, Rick. But I would recommend that if somebody wants to get into the Jungle Gym movies and hasn't seen any yet, Jungle Gym and the Forbidden Land might be a good place to start.
I mean, you know what? When it comes to these movies, watch them in the order that you can get them. So yeah. Hey, you know what? Like Stan Lee said, everyone's comic is every every comic book is someone's first comic. So that's your entry point.
But these aren't. They came out in a certain order, but they're not linked. So if you just happen to like, and I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, these are all available on YouTube.
There were some discs that came out a while ago that I want to get. They're on eBay.
They are not streaming anywhere.
No, they're hard to find.
They are, but like I said,
to find a good copy.
I watched. I'm pretty sure the copy I got of this was off YouTube.
Yeah. Well, some were, but then there's some out there that are floating around that are like, man, this was only aired on TV and they've got it. But
yeah.
And some of the DVDs I've seen on eBay were like, all 16 movies on one disc, and they were clearly like, okay, they're taking the boots. But there were like actual DVD releases of I think like 12 of them. And that's what I want to get because I kind of hope at some point these get... Man, they should get they would be nice like in a Criterion pack or something.
I doubt Criterion would do it.
Criterion's
but,
put out some bullshit before.
Yeah, but not I think if anybody's going to put these out, it would be Kino Lorber.
Okay. Better yet.
No, they're all fine. Yeah. I love them all. I'm just saying I see this more as a Kino Lorber set.
I'll concede to that.
If they aren't banned and, taken away from us for promoting missing link theory, who knows? The way things are going in my simulation pod, I may go back to sleep tonight and go to my fake Earth and find out Jungle Gym's been outlawed.
Man, don't talk shit.
It seems so unbelievable, yet they're saying it's true. They're teaching us about it in school now, that humans were monkeys once too. I know kin to the monkey, no. The monkey's no kin to me. I don't know much about his ancestors, but mine didn't swing from a tree.
By the way, do you still want me to take you to the land of the giant people to study the missing links?
No, thanks. As far as I'm concerned, the missing links can stay missing. I'll confine my studies to Tamba.
Enjoy what you got on this spaceship. I don't think you realize how safe you and I are up here. It's like, what was that movie where they're up in the ship and there's DEFCON 4.
Yeah.
And then they gotta go back down and it's the nuclear war happened. So just enjoy what you got up here with your... I know you lost your Mon Pa Kettle movies in the catastrophic meteor storm incident, but I don't know, man. Just be thankful for what you got.
Still got Jungle Gym.
We still got Jungle Gym, and we hold on to those. Hold on to them because they could be gone this time. By the time you listen to this podcast, they could be outlawed because of Tamba acting like a human might freak out some Christians.
The only good human is a dead human.
So anyway, 3 stars. I think we obviously we both kind of liked it. No, we both really liked it. Not kinda. Jungle Jim in the Forbidden Land, Rick, was not nominated for anything at all in the awards category, and it obviously has no ranking on Rotten Tomatoes. And I'm sad to say this, even though, as I stated earlier, it is the second highest rated Jungle Jim film on Letterboxd, it only has 91 ratings. So only 91 people on Letterboxd have watched this film and logged it. And the average rating for most people, 30% of the ratings, are 2.5 stars. So I think people need to get a clue and
boost that shit.
They need to go back and rewatch it and realize they were wrong unless they rated it higher. As long as you guys rate it and admit that Rick and I are right and you rate it closer to what we gave it, then I'll forgive you. But if you continue to insist that this movie is anything less than 3-star film, then we have words. We will have words. Yeah. We will have a serious disagreement. As Daniel Day-Lewis said in Last of the Mohicans.
Exactly.
So, that concludes that for Jungle Jim and the Forbidden Land. Before we move on to our feedback, we're going to play a little game. In honor of our... Now, okay, if you've been listening to our podcast, you know that our first episode was for Rocket Ship XM. However, in the first of what proved to be only twice that I've ever made a mistake in my life, I accidentally put that before the Flying Saucer, the Mikkel Conrad opus, Passion Project, because that was technically the first movie we should have reviewed in chronological order. But I screwed that up. I've already done my penance and said my apologies. But on that episode, we started a little game called the 6 Degrees of Richard Gere. And we, at that time, I believe our friend Brad beat us with his... I think he connected Mikkel Conrad to Richard Gere in the fewest films. We all did it, but I think he beat us, if I'm not mistaken. Go back and listen to that episode. So, in honor of that, since this is our first episode of Season 2, we are going to do another round of 6 Degrees of Richard Gere, because we are still hoping, before he leaves this earth, that Richard Gere gets to act in a science fiction film, because it's the only genre he's never done.
I think I figured out one that he was in, though.
No, I've already looked. He wasn't.
Wasn't there something that was kind of close?
No, the closest we came to was the Mothman prophecies, but that's a horror film.
Else, though. But, okay.
So, right. Yeah, he's never... And it's all because at the beginning of No Mercy, he's dressed in an astronaut suit working at a car wash. And he kicks through a windshield and beats a guy up while the car is filling up with soap bubbles. It's a wonderful sequence, and he should be proud of his work
in the genre. in more genre fare.
Yeah. So, anyway... That was all the past. Go back and listen to that episode. But we're going to start this round, so we are inviting anybody listening to participate. You can either post it on one of our social media pages, which, hey, why not? It's we might as well just say we're on Facebook, we are on Instagram, we are on Blue Sky, and we're also on YouTube. And you can also leave comments on Spotify. Or you can email us at the unidentifiedflyingpodcast@gmail.com and give us your answers there. and we'll collect these, and we'll, for all one of you that's probably going to participate, Brad, I'm looking at you. We will read your answers on the air if you beat us. So Rick and I will also do it, and in our next episode we will do the results. And who are we linking this time? Why, we want you to link Johnny Weissmuller to Richard Gere in 6 movies or less. Okay?
Done.
That's
No,
your
I'm not
assignment. Should you choose to accept it, that is and you will win a prize of us saying your name on the air.
Wow.
On the air. I don't know. Maybe we'll give them something. We'll fake autograph something that's Tamba, and if we get stuck in the Nexus again, we'll go back to the past. We'll get Tamba's autograph for you and bring it back.
So, I was going to give that movie. It does get a demerit because Skipper the dog hasn't come back, and where the hell is Caw Caw?
I don't know. Maybe he'll pop up in our next one. 1953's Killer Ape, because that is the next Jungle Jim movie we'll be reviewing. So maybe he'll be in Killer Ape. But you know what? He's in some of the other ones. There's plenty of these we're not going to be reviewing. Just go watch them. I think now that I'm a fan, I would just say go watch them, man, because that's what I'm going to do. I'm gonna go watch all of them.
And I want to know what other series like this I'm missing. Like what?
Well, probably Tarzan.
What's the bootleg version of this? I guess
that wouldn't be Tarzan.
I guess really, Jungle Jim is the.
I was gonna say Jungle Jim is the
Tarzan, but hey, anyway,
he's the poor man's Tarzan.
Yeah.
So
poor man's Tarzan.
There's got to be something. I don't know. You do that.
I'm just saying there's got to be something. There's got to be another what's Jungle Jack up to? Like, is there another guy out there doing jungle movies like this as a character?
No, it wouldn't be Jungle Jack. It would be Rainforest Randy.
No, Rainforest Randy. That'd be in the 90s.
It'd be like Fern Gully. How about Forest Fred?
Forest Fred. Fred Forrest. That's
No, didn't Chuck Norris already make that movie Forest Warrior or something?
Oh man, yeah, where he turns
that kids movie.
He turns into shit. That was
He turns into an eagle or something.
Yeah. Man.
So that's your bootleg Jungle Jim is Chuck
we
Norris.
We found that during the middle of COVID, and that was just like, whoa, it was like a shining beacon. It was
Forest Warrior.
It was like, what is this?
It actually makes Top Dog look brilliant.
I like Top Dog.
Top Dog. No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Don't you like Top Dog?
You don't know about Top Dog?
I know about Top Dog.
Because Top Dog with Simon.
I know
Rex and Chevy Chase doing the voice of the dog, and fucking John Voight basically being like Colonel Sanders.
What?
Like John Voight's.
Are we talking about the same movie?
Oh no, I'm thinking Karate Dog.
No, I'm thinking of Top Dog with Chuck Norris.
Top Dog sucks. Karate Dog's great.
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about?
Karate Dog's amazing.
I don't even think the dog talks. And
No. Top Dog's something else. Yeah, I got excited. You said dog. I thought Karate Dog with Simon Rex and Chevy Chase.
Yeah, no, that's a completely different movie.
It's
pretty
good. I like it.
Yeah. No, that's, we love you for it. Right?
It's a 4-star movie if you watch it on Monday. But if you watch it on Wednesday, it's just not as good.
2. Yeah. All right. So there you go, folks. You know what to do. I will, of course, be posting that on our social medias, so you can go from there. And although we would, listen to the episode and then do it. Don't just cheat and go, I'm not going to listen to the episode. I'm going to just, post it online because I saw Ryan posted it on the Facebook page. Listen to our damn show. God.
What are you talking about?
Nothing. I'm ranting because I got to go to work in my virtual pod in a minute, and I just am trying to postpone it. It's when my shift starts. I can't help it. Okay. So, Rick, feedback. Are you ready for some feedback?
On what?
Our show. This is feedback from
other
listeners.
people? Yeah, lay it on me.
Okay. First, I only got 2. Okay. Not a big deal. But...
Did your mom write them?
No.
Okay.
This was from a listener by the name of Mel, and she posted this on Facebook, and it's a very simple question. Is Ryan single? On the ship, yes. And in my virtual pod, yes. And it will probably stay that way forever because God hates me. So, moving on. Our next bit of feedback. I'm not making this up. That was an actual question.
How do we know Mel wasn't a dude?
Because I saw her picture when I looked at the feedback.
Okay. I like the idea that Vic Taybeck just hit on you.
I don't think it was Vic. Oh, Mel from Mel's Diner.
Yes.
That would be awesome,
is that
actually.
Ryan Liskey single?
Yeah, no, actually, that would make my day. If Mel from Mel's Diner wanted to know if I was single, that would, I don't know, that would warm my heart.
Yeah. I don't think
okay.
I don't think you could help it.
This bit of feedback was also posted on Facebook. This comes from Mr. Stephen Gray.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. We know this guy. We go way back. So here's what he says. Whatever, right? Okay. Hey, fun boys. Chicken in the bread pan, fried to the crispy stink nugget. Something's been farting on me. Some butter dumpster was gurgling bullshittery and said we need to let old art die. At what point should we let old art die? That's his first question.
Wow, it's like a real question, kind of.
And then second question.
Oh, boy.
And where the fuck
is Rico? No.
Is the all Eddie Deason episode?
Oh. Well.
And then he says, hope you fellas stay out of the garbage. Bubble guts o'clock. Got to make some puddles. Merry Christmas. A bullet up the butt.
All right.
So, to answer the second question first, there will not be an Eddie Deason episode because he wasn't born yet in the 50s.
He was born.
Was he?
In the 50s?
Can you confirm that or deny it?
Well, yeah. I mean, he's got to have been born in the 50s.
Okay. You know, there's this thing called Google where we could just look.
I am looking.
And see when he was born. You know what? He was born in 1955. Okay, you win. But he wasn't
making movies.
He wasn't making movies. So no, we will not be doing an all Eddie Deason episode. I'm sorry. So let's go to his first question. At what point should we let old Art die? Now, is he talking about an old man named Art?
Yeah.
Or is this a philosophical?
Is old Art in pain?
Yeah. Because I'd say if old Art is in pain, let him die.
Yeah, let it go.
Let him pull the plug, man. I'm all about, choosing your own time to go. However, if you're asking on a more deeper philosophical level...
You can't expect Art to just hang around.
No. Well, some of it does in galleries. Yeah, I guess I would say that I don't believe anything should be forgotten. Now, that's not to say that I think everything should be continually analyzed and poked and prodded and, retroactively criticized or something. It's like, just let it go. But I don't think it should ever be physically let go. Like, I believe everything should be preserved. All right, well, thanks, Stephen, for your for your questions. I hope we answered them. And feel free to chime in again. Bubble butt, whatever you called me. And so, yeah, again, if you want to ask if Rick's single, or if you want to ask Rick...
No one has ever asked that.
If he wants to date Eddie Deason while contemplating old art and old art's death, where can they do that, Rick? Well, like I said, on our social medias. So do it up. Remember to play the game. Richard Gere, or Johnny Weissmuller to Richard Gere in 6 movies. We have nothing else. I have nothing else to... So, hey Rick, as long as I've known you, there's one thing I know for sure about you, is you would never murder someone.
Thanks, I didn't.
Farewell for now, fellow listeners. Please remember to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Blue Sky. Also, every thrilling episode is available on YouTube. And if you're tuning in via Spotify, feel free to leave us a comment. Or if you want to make direct contact, fire off an interstellar message to the unidentified flying podcast at gmail.com. Follow, review, and share. Your engagement helps us battle the nefarious algorithm, the Dark Lord of the universe. And remember, friends, keep watching the skies!
Greed feeds on itself and destroys itself. Jim, you saved me from making an awful mistake.
We all make mistakes, Commissioner. But in the jungle, you're not always given a second chance.